thrifting ain't easy, unless you're watching me. Hello and welcome to the Thrift Store Rundown. We bring Hollywood home on a budget. The sun is setting on the final day of summer. A sad state of affairs considering how quickly it sets, just as quickly as the sun rises on the first day of summer. Regardless, we sure had a great season around here, so I thought to mark the occasion, we would go back to the beginning. Even though for me, the beginning was probably this past Monday, because that's when I purchased for $1.49 from home base, unique thrift store here in Patterson, my inaugural Drew Barrymore magazine issue. Everyday Beautiful. It retails for $9.99 in the US and $11.99 in Canada. This thing doesn't come cheap. But there's good reason for that. This is my gateway to achieving Drew Barrymore's level of everyday beauty. I don't know if I'll ever get that far, but you know what? For $1.49, I'm sure as heck I'm gonna have a lot of fun trying. And it all starts with a turn of this first page. Sharing some pearls of wisdom from Drew Barrymore's guests on her talk show. After all, she makes the show for you, so take it with you. Specifically, these wise little nuggets. Amanda Gorman never wants to leave kindness or compassion behind. The best piece of advice Queen Latifah ever received? It ain't that serious. How do you avoid getting discouraged on a bad date? As YouTube's very own Liza Koshy says, go on to the next one. And Demi Moore valuing her female relationships and friendships more than anything else, and valuing herself too. It's the key to valuing others in the long run. Demi Moore, certainly the sexiest of this particular lot of celebrities here in the As Seen and Heard section. But the foxiest of the entire lot of celebrities featured in this summer issue? I don't think so. However, I have it on good authority that her new horror flick, The Substance, is sexy and scary and possibly worth checking out. In Drew's news, just for the fun of it, we have here The Rock entering the beauty chat and maybe possibly laying the smackest down in the beauty world with his line called Papa Tui, a line of men's clean skincare and body care products. Will he lay the smackest down in the long term? We'll see. We also have here Simu Liu, Hilary Duff, and Olivia Rodrigo, all for good measure. I feel compelled to share a few recipes with you in this issue, and we start in Drew's kitchen with Pilar Valdez vegetarian mushroom adobo tacos. Mo Hutz, Dylan Patrol, this one is for you hardcore vegans or vegetarians. I am not one of them, but you know what? I have their lifestyle book / cookbook called Rebel Homemaker, and for sure that will enter this chat in due course. But we move on to things we love at Drew Barrymore's shop. Really, it's her shop, co-curated by a bunch of her celeb pals, like Food Network alumni Tabitha Brown, who's author of Cooking from the Spirit, which we will also highlight and review in due time. She's sharing a few of the things she loves, like this Drew Barrymore pair of flower sunglasses, a maxi dress, and her new book, I Did a New Thing. Busy Phillips, star of the hit TV show Girls 5 Ever, is sharing a few of the things she loves, including this Corinne dress by Queens of Archive, Behave Sour Stars, that is a bunch of gummies, and finally, her golden doodle, Gina. Really? It's the little things that do us in. Our next highlight here is a road trip with Drew Barrymore herself, going on the road again from New York to Miami during a week-long road trip. This is how she rode along the eastern seaboard, from New York to Virginia Beach to South Carolina to Savannah, Georgia, and finally Miami, with a few lively stops in between because getting lost is sometimes part of making the journey fun. She's also saying a few of her road trip must-haves, RV or car or anything else, one of them that catches my eye is this Monopoly Yellowstone game. $30, Walmart.com. A Western twist, really a Paramount Network twist, on a real estate board game. My pal Jeff is obsessed with Yellowstone. We're bummed that Kevin Costner's not coming back. But hey, Yellowstone is Yellowstone. And a Yellowstone that rolls nowhere gathers no algae. So, roll on. We move forward to the beauty section. How to achieve the right color for your hair. They highlight blondes, brunettes, redheads, and silvers. I'm attracted more to the brunettes. I could take a redhead. A blonde is kind of the last resort for me. And I can make room for silvers. I don't discriminate that much. Anyway, for achieving the right look for your hair, Drew and her team give you a few tips and highlight a few celebs who know how to rock their hair colors well. And in the brunette section, you can probably gather right now why I really bought this. Of all the celeb inspo and fun in here, oh, she was the key. She was her co-star in Scream. But beyond that, she's Courteney Cox. I could sit here and look at her for 45 minutes tops. She is the love of my life. But a better thing to do would be to keep on rolling with this issue because there's a lot more than that. Hello, neighbor. We're taking a tour of Drew's co-host Ross Matthews' home. Shared with his husband, Dr. Wellington Garcia Matthews. Simply put, it's sleek design meeting cozy comfort. But oh man, their cookbook collection, although short, features one cookbook that I am dead set on reviewing in the future. Here we go again, Tiffany Thiessen, or if you really want to be retro, Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Y'all know I have a signed copy of that cookbook, and I had the satisfaction, not to mention privilege, of meeting the sexiest person to ever come across in Beverly Hills. Remember those days, Valerie Malone? I will definitely review that cookbook when time allows, and of course, show you the footage of Tiffany and I face to face. Heavens, albeit brief, I cherished every second. Oh, and Ross and Dr. Garcia Matthews' home, pretty cool looking. Anyway, who's up for pizza? Serving a scrumptious slice of life, make that several, is award-winning cookbook author Alexandra Stafford, sharing recipes from her cookbook Pizza Night. If a summer issue of any magazine doesn't involve pizza of any kind, you might as well have it leave the dinner chat. And yes, I'm going to stop saying enter and exit the chat. That's definitely getting overused in today's Gen Z talk. But anyway, we have here a few classic recipes. Classic margarita pizza. I don't want to have my thumb near the instructions in case you want to make them. Just pause and enlarge if you want to do so. Blistered Cicino pizza with onions and Monterey Jack. So we're getting creative here. A white pizza with arugula, pistachios, and honey. We also have here a roasted wild mushroom pizza with garlic, thyme, and fontina. And finally, Neapolitana pizza dough, or Neapolitanist pizza dough. Neapolitan, doesn't matter how neo it is. It's supposed to be a delicious foundation for all the recipes you see here, and maybe a few more in Pizza Night, which you can pick up retail. I probably won't buy it unless you request it, because the criteria is everything has to be connected to pop culture. Alexandra Stafford, I don't think connects that much, but we'll see how far she goes. Anyway, one last piece to highlight in here, to keep it simple. Drew time is you time. And even though this is her maiden voyage on this channel, I don't think I could agree more. With regard to everything you just seen in here, and plenty more articles where these came from, like how to decorate an apartment that you're renting, not owning, and such and such. I don't know if Kelly Clarkson, who's currently the darling of the TV Academy, in the talk show world, more Emmys than Drew, could put out a magazine to compete with this. I mean, beauty, love, travel, design, pizza! We're talking about a hullabaloo of a high five right here for the summer issue. But I'm not gonna give her all 5 claps. Why? Well, you'd probably say to me right now, dude, it has Courteney Cox, and by now we know how much you are in love with Courteney Cox. That's true, but look at this. When I saw the picture of Courteney Cox in here, I was like, thank you, Drew Barrymore! But when I saw this butterfly in here, I was like, damn you, Drew Barrymore! How could you? I hate butterflies. Still, this is a rock-solid summer issue of Drew Barrymore's Everyday Beautiful magazine. Definitely worthy of 4.5 out of 5 claps. What a great hello, and in this case, farewell to summer. Oh, summer, we hardly knew you, and thanks to Drew Barrymore and friends, I wish we could go back to know you even more. But hey, there's always next year. Thank you all for making this a great summer here on TSR. And don't worry, there'll be plenty more reviews and content to scream about as we head into fall. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the flip side.